In this video we're going to take a look at managing the release experience, user experience inside SharePoint sites using the SharePoint administration, central administration and the settings in libraries. So currently we're looking at what is currently known as the classic view for document library. This is being recorded in September 2016, where the contemporary document library has been released. If you're not sure what that looks like, I've completed a number of videos that are available on YouTube. Go and have a look at the document library series that I've completed, and you'll be able to see. So in order to roll back from the contemporary to this classic, what I had to do, SharePoint Admin Center, and then go down to the settings. In here there is an option called SharePoint List and Library Experience. By default the new experience is selected, and I switch the radio button to Classic Experience. Now, as far as I'm aware, in terms of SharePoint, obviously only SharePoint, this is the highest level setting level that you can implement, and this will implement it right the way across your farm to all collections. I have been unable to find any other options at a collection level, but maybe that will come to light later. Obviously there is one step above this, which is the Office 365 setting, which I'll produce another video in this series and discuss those changes. So making this change here has forced all the collections to switch to the classic experience, and whatever SharePoint, whatever Microsoft has decided that classic experience is. And then if we go back to the library settings and we go into advanced settings, you'll notice at the bottom here the list experience is set to default experience set by administrator. So this is inheriting whatever has been selected by the administrator, and the only change that I have made in order to move us from the contemporary view to this classic view is, as I've just showed you, making that change in central administration. So what happens if I'm a power user or a site administrator and I select the new experience here and I click OK? We go back to the document library, and you see what has happened here is it has overridden the classic settings coming down from the central administration, and it has switched this library into the contemporary look and feel, i.e. the latest release. So what this means is, at a site level, a power user or administrator can override the default options themselves regardless of what the central administration setting is. And what happens if we now add a new document library? And we create that. Notice that it inherits the classic look and feel, and that's because if we go and take a look back in the settings, by default it's set up to inherit from that administrator. So from this example, hopefully what we're taking away from this is that as a central administrator you can set the general release cadency from Microsoft. However, it can be overridden at a local level by site administrators and power users. So it's one to bear in mind when you're managing the release cadency and the release process, adoption, onboarding, and also possibly when you may be doing some UAT and dealing with user difficulties. So I will be producing another video with regards to the next tier up into Office 365 and taking a look at the settings here and how that impacts that release cadency. Please join me in the next video. Thank you.